Hello and welcome to Talk a Good Game. It's a preview of West Ham United against Tottenham, that old derby. I'm going to be trying to talk a good game, and so is Gonzo and Tom. We're all from Hammers Chat. You'll recognise us by now. I'm going to get the plugging out of the way first. Remember and subscribe while you're here. Our social media is facebook.com/Hammers Chat, and on Twitter we're at Hammers_chat. So do come along and speak to us, because after the game we want to hear your thoughts, and we'll do our best to share your content. Gonzo, I'm throwing you in the deep end. What's your thoughts on Tottenham, and are the title contenders?
I'm absolutely gutted and disappointed to say that they are title contenders, and I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, and I hope that I never would see it. They look really good, and they seem to have done so without spending any money, and I can't bear it. I'm going to go into hiding if they win the title.
Tom, does Mr. Harry Kane worry you? He's scored 3 and set up 1 in his last 4 games against West Ham United. Are you confident that Ogbonna and Collins are going to keep him quiet?
I am, yeah, because the partnership between them two at the moment is absolutely brilliant. But I've also heard that Harry Kane's got a broken nose, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does, but he's got his mask on. Don't worry, he'll be playing.
That could play into our hands. I mean, you just tell Ginge to give him a slight. Oh, by the way, I know you've got a broken nose, and I'm pretty sure that could affect his game.
Gonzo, our home form's fantastic. We're unbeaten in 13. 11 in the league, including the FA Cup, is 13. However, Tottenham's away form, they've only conceded 11 in the last 14 away games. Does that worry you a wee bit, considering our strike force hasn't been, bar Blackburn, they haven't been pinging in the goals lately?
No, I feel very weird this season because I've not been really worried about anybody. This is a different West Ham, and it's a different West Ham. I think Tottenham have built Pochettino has built a pressing style. He had the same at Southampton, and they press and they work very, very hard, which worked really well for them. They've got a young team, a very fit team. However, I think they're in that little run. I think they played Fiorentina, then they played at the weekends, didn't they, against Swansea, and now they're playing against us. And I think at some point these sort of 3-day gaps are gonna take their toll. And I think I'm not too bothered about home or away or the form. The crowd are going to be really up for this one, and it's going to be a derby. And I think it may well, hopefully, fingers crossed, one step too far for them and we derail their title aspirations.
Tom, you just heard there Tottenham's defence away from home. They're picking up points. They're unbeaten in 12 away games in the Premier League, winning 7, drawing 5. So what we are at home, they are away. Does that concern you at all?
It does, yeah, because they are a very, very good team away. Yeah, it does. But I just hope we've got enough in our arsenal, and we have players like we need Payet and we need Lanzini to be firing on Wednesday. We need them guys to have a really, really good game, and I think there'll be too much for them to handle.
Well, you just mentioned the next team I'm going to talk about very quickly, Tom. Arsenal. They play Arsenal at the weekend. They've got a lot of players with niggles, there's some needing a rest. As Gonzo just said, we've got build-up of fixtures. Are you hoping that they take us maybe a little bit lightly and concentrate on Arsenal as a title game?
I am hoping, yeah, that would be nice, but I don't think they will, Gio, because at the end of the day, they're in a very good position. As Gonzo said, it really pains me to say it. They're in a good position to, at the 3 Man City that are chasing Leicester and Arsenal and them, they're in pole position. So I think Pochettino's going to have them fired up for this one. And as you said, with their fantastic away record and our good home record, it's going to be a cracking game.
But we should hope so. Either that or it'll be a boring one, and we're going to cancel each other out. Gonzo, one of the players I might miss is Dele Alli. How impressive has he been in his first season in the Premier League?
Yeah, he's been excellent. There was a lot of clubs looking at him, and they were brave enough to take a punt on him. He looks like he's got a little bit of everything. He's got a bit of niggle as well, a little nasty side to him. So if he was playing, we'd get someone in and around him. I'd be targeting him. I'd be having a little word, a little pinch, a little push and that sort of thing. Because he looks like he can react. He's very good, and I think in terms of England as well, I'd certainly. He's a ton better than Jordan Henderson, isn't he? So I wouldn't be surprised if he features in the Euros for England.
Tom, pick out your main danger man from Tottenham, please.
Eriksen. I think Eriksen's a very, very good player. Yeah, and he seems to do a lot for him. He sort of seems to be their sort of silent sort of person that does a lot of work behind the scenes. That Kane and Son and Ali take a lot of the credit, but Eriksen he's sort of this gets on the job in the background, doesn't he?
Yeah, Gonzo, do you agree with that? It looks like they're going to play Charlie and Lamella on the wings. Now, we've struggled, in my opinion, we've struggled against wingers all season. Leicester, Bournemouth, they've caused us trouble when they come down the wings. And we're going to talk about our right back in a wee moment, but does that concern you that Tottenham are really strong out wide?
Yeah, Eric Lamella, he's got probably he cost probably 3 times more than Payet did. So let's be perfectly honest, he should be an absolutely smashing player. It's taken him a while to settle. I know what you're saying about the wings, but we've got a very good defence. You've only got to look at the goal difference for us this season, and that hasn't happened by accident. In fact, possibly the most goals we let in all season was against Tottenham. That might be right. I'm not sure. I haven't checked my stats. So yeah, I mean they can come at us. You know, it depends who plays on their left, which is obviously our right, which I'm sure you're going to talk about at right back for us at the weekend.
Yeah, Bobby Chadley, I think that you'll see up against our right back, and that concerns me. He's impressed me this season. The one other player that's he's going to be out because he's going to be rested for Arsenal. He might not even make the Arsenal games. Dembele, and I'm glad Dembele's missing. He's been insane this season. He's been a different Dembele. We all see him at Fulham, and he's kind of tailed off at Spurs, but he seems to be a completely different player. I've been impressed by Spurs. I hate to say it, but I remember putting on the Hammers Chat forum at the start of the season. I thought they would break into the top 4, and I didn't have a lot of people backing me up on it. And I hate to say
I don't remember that.
It's on the forum because I did comment that they've got the youngest squad in the league, and come at this point of the season, they're only going to come on leaps and bounds when everyone else is struggling. And I think we might be struggling a wee bit. Let's talk about that in a second. However, the referee at Upton Park is Andre Mariner. He's only refereed one West Ham game this season. That was Stoke at home when it was 0-0. He's only refereed one Tottenham game, and that's when they got beat 2-1 by Arsenal at White Hart Lane in the League Cup. Tom, pressure time for you. Antonio, are you putting him right back of your Bilic?
No, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't put Antonio right back. I'd put Kute right back. And I'd put we've got enough cover in the middle, so we can have Song or Obiang coming in Kute's place. We need Antonio's flair, attacking pace.
Do you know what? If you put I've never really seen Kuyata play right back. Would you not worry that he'd struggle a bit there? It's a bit throwing him in the deep end.
No, I think he'd do a good job. I mean, we said that about Antonio, didn't we? But Antonio done a good job there. But for me, we will miss Antonio's. I mean, you could put him down then and put Moses there as well, or Moses in his place. But for me, Antonio, we need Antonio. I mean, he's got cracking goals and assists playing. I mean, was it at home as well? I think all his goals and assists have come at home, haven't they? I believe, or something.
His last 5 Premier League games at home, he scored 4 and set 1.
Yeah, so I mean, we will miss that if he goes right back for me. Yeah, so for me personally, I'd put QA, but yeah, he probably will put Antonio right back. But I'd go QA and then leave. We've got enough cover in that position.
But just in case you're wondering why we're talking about right back, Stan Byram is suspended for 2 games in the Premier League. He'll miss the Man U game as well in the FA Cup, so we need a right back for the next 3 games. Gonzo, the other team news is Sacco could make the bench. Very good, but who are you starting up front? Carroll came on against Sunderland, Emenike started, but if you were Mr. Bilic, who would you be looking to play up front?
I mean, to be honest with you, if personnel dictated, I'd actually play Antonio up front. I probably wouldn't start with Emenike again. I don't rate him too highly, as you know. But I mean, Sacco coming back is a massive boost for the club because he's the one that suits our formation because he's mobile and he'll drag them out of position. Just what you said earlier, it's taken a while to come back to it. You said Dembele might be out, and you're right, it's been very, very impressive. Now, if Dembele's out and Ali is out, that's really the fulcrum of their team that's been so successful this season. If that's the case, my goodness, I mean, we can have a real good go at them with Kuyate and Noble in the middle. I think it will struggle because what are they going to do? Play Mason and Bentaleb or something? They're going to struggle to get control of the middle of the park.
You're forgetting Dyer. Dyer's played centre midfield quite a lot this season and looked impressive. And Mason was apparently very impressive against Swansea at the weekend when he came on. So I'd imagine if Ali misses, it's going to be Mason and Dyer in the centre midfield. I'm going to put you two on the spot massively here. I'm now ready to talk about European football. Because Man City won the League Cup, 6th place gets Europa League. Now we're sitting 6th at the minute. Not only that, if we win against Tottenham, let's say we get something at Everton, Can we finish in the top 4? Right now, we are 4 points behind Man City, who are 4. Tom, does the Europa League give us extra motivation going into to the game against Tottenham? And do we have a very, very outside chance of top 4?
Does it give us motivation? Of course it does. I mean, and that's good for the club. I mean, that's what we need. One of the things I personally noticed this season is when all our players are fit, it's the squad rotation. So the Europa League, I feel next season is needed for us, like for our squad, to rotate players like Obiang, Song that are not getting games. And as with Champions League, I've said it all along. I'd love for us to get Champions League, but I just think it's one step too far this season.
Gonzo, what's your thoughts?
I don't think we will, but what I would say is I do believe we are. It's not October, it's March, and we are in 6th place, and we're in 6th. Anyone is anywhere in the league, they're there by merit, okay? Because there's been enough of the season for the table to correctly reflect a team's ability. So bearing in mind we're the 6th best team in the league, then we've actually played a lot of our tougher fixtures already. It's not inconceivable that we beat Tottenham. It's certainly not inconceivable that we beat Everton. So then you start looking at the rest of the fixtures. Can we beat Palace? Can we beat Watford? You have to start saying, well, yeah, they are winnable games. Whilst I don't think we're going to win all the games to the rest of the season, there is a chance. I don't think we will, but just the pure fact that we are 6th, with all our best players coming back, you have to say there's a chance. But I really still want us to concentrate and try and win that FA Cup.
Right, well, you just answered an awkward question, but there's an even bigger awkward one. Tom, will Tottenham win the league?
My head's saying yes.
Tom started hitting himself when you said it. He started slapping his own face.
My head's saying yeah. Like as I said, if Leicester do, I mean everyone's expecting Leicester to drop. I hope Leicester. I want Leicester to win the league. But the one team that's on a phenomenal form is Tottenham. That's my head, but my heart is saying no, absolutely no. I can't stomach it. The bragging rights were bad enough when they got into Champions League, and I couldn't stomach them to win the league. But no, yeah, my head says one thing, my heart says another.
Gonzo, do you think Spurs might or will win the title?
No. They can't, can they? Goodness, no. I
hope not. I don't think they will either. I think Leicester might hold on, but I'm a bit like Tom. There's something up here that says that Tottenham has actually got the best squad in that all round and possibly the best manager. I think they might have the best manager in that top 4 right now. Prediction time. The bookies are massively on Tottenham for this one. We are 3-1 to win at Upton Park. Given our home form, I think that's massive. In case you don't bet, that's basically times your money by 4. You stick a tenner on, you're picking up 40 quid if we win. Tom, you're a gambler. You'll be having money on that. What's your prediction for the game?
I think it's going to shock a lot of people. I think it's you said it's either going to be boring or it's going to be ecstatically up. It's going to be a high scorer. I think it's going to be a real high scorer. I think they're going to pick our defence apart, and we've got enough class in Payet and Lanzini, and hopefully Antonio going forward. And if Saka comes back, we could score a few goals as well. I think it's going to be a high scorer. So my prediction is actually a 3-3 draw. You
do like wild predictions on the show, Tom, but I love it. Gonzo, what's your score prediction?
Oh, I don't care. I don't like them. I can't stand Tottenham. 3-0. We're going to beat them 3-0. I've had enough of all this Tottenham talk. We're going to beat them 3-0. Payet back in form. Lanzini back in form. Antonio is just in sensational form as well. I don't know. I'm not having any of it. Tottenham's championship bid ends here. It's gone.
I think it's going to be 1-1. I think it's going to be a quiet game. I think both sides are going to say, let's not lose rather than let's go out and win this. Despite what Bullitt says, I think he would take a point from this game. Gonzo, where do people go at half-time?
They come onto the internet, my friends. We've got a show. It's Half-Time Live. You can view it you can click it. It'll be on Claret and Hugh. You can click on it there. You can come to our YouTube channel, which is, you're just going to tell us what that is now.
Down below. It was Hammer's Chat, but if you want, it's on the description below. Make sure you subscribe, though. But as Gonzo said, we'll be back half-time live, chatting about the first 45, talking about West Ham and Tottenham. So if you are a Tottenham fan watching this, do pop on. We do try and give a slightly biased view on the proceedings. And also, come on to hammerschat.boards.net to talk with your fellow West Ham fans. But for all your team news, claretandhugh.info. Tom, Gonzo, Gio from Hammer's Chat, thank you, and thank you for watching.